All right, I think we're live. Welcome to another Ginger on Wheels live. Hopefully these are going to be a little more regular, but today we have some very important news to talk about. Before we talk though, I'm going to make sure that there's people that can actually see what the heck is going on in the chat. So let's do that. Oh, it's me that needs to log into the chat. This is embarrassing. I have to verify on my phone first. We do have some important news. You noticed the video in the background, right? That's my Arvala video. And boy, do we have some news about Arvala. I wonder if there's anyone here. Oh, Terpy Panda showed up. What about Arvala needs to be talked about? Well, what doesn't need to be talked about? That's the question. It's, let's see, is it bad news? I guess I would call it medium news. Also, I owe you guys an apology. Okay, so I was at the post office today dropping off some packages for PEV outlet. And when I was waiting in line, inevitably as one does at the post office, I hate that place, I was looking at my phone and I noticed an interesting comment on my YouTube channel. And it said, what happened to them? And I noticed that it was on the Arvala video. And I was thinking, what do you mean what happened to them? So I tried to look up the Arvala website and it's gone. They magically disappeared. I owe you an apology for promoting a scooter brand that was on the rocks, I guess, because they're gone. They went out of business, it looks like. It would appear. And there was no way for me to know that that was going to happen. Yeah. Terpy Panda says, oh, damn. You're right. That's what I was thinking. Oh, damn. They're like out of business, out of business. I still see the scooter for sale on resale sites, like people that bought batches of Arvala thinking it was going to be the next best thing next to sliced bread, and they're stuck with them now, it would appear. So it's not the greatest news, that's definitely for sure. Welcome to the chat. Looks like we've got a few people here. Anthony says, I believe it's a good scooter, same as a Teveron Fighter. Yeah, see, here's the difference. Teveron is still in business. It doesn't appear that Arvala is, even though they had more competitive prices and like a bunch of people on the channel pointed out, it's the same scooter essentially. Mr. Central Driver took his to San Francisco. It was his second ever scooter review. Well, good luck contacting the company for support or getting affiliate sales or anything, because I can't find any record of them. And just to verify, I messaged Arvala on their Instagram. I messaged the personal contact I had with their company on Telegram. I emailed them and said the same message on all the fronts. I said, are you guys still around? Rumor has it you're out of business and I can't find your website. Did you like rebrand or something? And I got no reply. So it's not faring well for the Arvalians. All right, let's check out the chat. Richard, hi. Welcome to the chat. Legacy, oh wow, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, me either. I can't believe it, honestly. When I got the scooter, it was really well packaged. They had a good manual. They had amazing support. I had a few complaints when I first got the thing, and they actually set up a meeting with me, which was pretty intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. It was like a Zoom meeting, and it was me, and then on the other end of the Zoom call was like a round table of executives, like 5 or 6 people that are all there with laptops and taking notes, and they're like, we're meeting with Ginger on Wheels today. We're gonna take his feedback into serious consideration. So I just made my, like, you know, more or less negligible complaints, and they were really receptive about everything I had to say. I was really surprised. They said, yeah, we're going to start including 2 chargers into the box instead of 1. We're going to redesign the folding mechanism so that it has a safety, because on my first initial test ride, the handlebars came unfolded while I was riding. And what did they do? They sent me replacement parts because when my handlebars came unfolded, I smashed up the blinker and the charge port on the side of the scooter, and they mailed me out parts. They had them to my house in like 2 days. So I thought this was a company that was like trying their best, doing everything that they could in their power to make sure. Whoa, look at my hair, it's crazy. To make sure that they were being a good scooter company. And a company that's on the rocks or about to go out of business wouldn't do something like that normally. They would just send you the scooter and then like hope for a few Hail Mary affiliate sales. Anyway, Terpy Panda recognizes Legacy from Yogi Steve's chat. Yogi Steve, good guy. Go check out Electric Scooter Academy if you're new and you haven't checked it out yet. Oh, Terpy's a mod over there. Okay, interesting. Richard says, you're the best YouTuber ever? Are you talking to me? If so, I'm flattered. If you're talking about Yogi Steve, he's a close second. He's a good guy. Very transparent on his scooter stuffs. Anthony says, wow, and I was a supporter. Same of them. Yeah, I was a supporter too. I really liked the scooter. There's nothing wrong with it. It gave VSET a serious run for the money in the same price range. It was like a few $100s more, but had a massive battery. The biggest VSET battery was 27 amp hour, and the scooter generally was smaller. It had a couple 100 watts less on each motor, but the Arvala really kind of blew me away, and now they're gone. I don't know what happened. They had a 35 amp hour battery in theirs. You'd think that would be like enough to be a serious market disruptor, but it wasn't. I wonder who manufactured their stuff. Yeah, that's what Legacy says. I wonder who manufactured their stuff. I'm guessing the same factory that manufactured Teveron. My guess is that all these affiliate videos for Arvala started coming out, and Teveron noticed it was more or less the same scooter, and Teveron either chewed out the factory or bought the rights to all these components that Arvala was using, and so they just couldn't make the scooter anymore. They couldn't have a brand without like coming out with 5 different scooters that had nothing to do with their current marketing. Anthony says, Ginger, isn't Mini Motors from behind? What do you mean from behind? I don't know. Terpy says, damn, just got a double unskippable ad. Really? I put ads on this stream, but I put them at low. There's low, balanced, and then like extreme. And extreme was like, you can earn way more revenue if you do this. And I was like, no, I don't really care about revenue on a live stream. It doesn't matter. Terpy says, what did you do to Mini Motors from behind? Yeah, that was my thought too. What's happening from behind with Mini Motors? Glad I'm not down there. What do you think why your slick tire explode while driving? I don't know what that means. What do you think why your slick tire explode while driving? I'd never had a slick tire explode while driving. You talking to me? Terpy says, oh, the ads were only 5 seconds. I don't mind. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I really wonder now if the lowest level of ads on YouTube has freaking double unskippables. What does the extreme have? Anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and explore the internet together and try and find this Arvala website, shall we? Because maybe it's buried, maybe I'm lying, maybe for whatever reason they didn't reply to me. But this is what I see when I Google Arvala M11. We have Rideology. It looks like they got stuck with a bunch of them. Ridefaboard. This company got stuck with some of them. There's my video, comes up as the third freaking, and the third video. Comes up as the first and the third videos when you search for Arvala. But there's no Arvala website anymore. These are all the shops that bought Arvala scooters in bulk, I'm guessing, and now they're trying to resell them. But it's going to be really hard to find parts unless you can just contact Teveron, I guess. Total bummer. Terpy says, yeah, I couldn't find anything other than resellers. Yeah, I don't think we're going to, honestly. Sorry, I got a dink with the stuff over here. I'm not using my laptop today. I'm on my desktop because I don't know. It's much easier with the desktop, and I only have one monitor on the laptop. We got two on the desktop, so I can look over here. I don't actually know what I look like right now. This is weird. Where did my feed go? What happened? I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. I can't see myself. I hope it looks okay, and I hope you can see the computer screen. Looks like some people in Australia got stuck with them. We got some Reddit comments about it. All these other affiliates in under 8 seconds. Yeah, okay, whatever. U.S. warehouse, Arvala M11. What do we have here? U.S. stock. So Arvala has a warehouse in the U.S. still? They're just wholesaling them, I guess? Let's see. What are the specs on these? Oh, it's still 3200 for the 35 amp hour version. Ginger's alive. Drive. Hawkman. Flash Gordon. What's up? Welcome to the chat. I know the guy he sold his Arvala V2 to. Yeah, Juiced Joyrides. That's the other guy that had the affiliate video on it. Bitly Arvala discount. Let's go to his link. Let's see what happens when you try to go to his affiliate link. Oops. Yeah, no. Store is unavailable. I guess the proof is in the pudding. U.S. warehouse and everything. That's a lot of work to just vanish. Yeah, it is a lot of work to just vanish. It's pretty crazy if you ask me. But let's see if I can get my screen back, because I can't actually see what's going on now. And now it's starting to bug me. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can see myself again. We got the video in the background. We're all good. So I'll just hang out with you guys now. We can talk. We can shoot the shiz. I don't know if I can actually say swear words on live. I don't go live that often. This is like my 7th one. But yeah, Arvala gone. Bummer. Big time bummer. I did make a killer video for it. If you didn't see my Arvala video, it's like, I'm very proud of that video. It's right up there with my 9bot Max review video that I did that kind of got my channel on the map. But I spent weeks filming this thing and then editing it and getting all the voiceovers done, and it was a lot of work. Turpy says, one of your best ones, cinematic. Yeah, it's really got that Hollywood vibe. Like this shot right here, I busted out the full-blown DSLR. I brought my Canon A7 III with a Tamron lens out with me riding the scooter, and it was just, I don't know if you've ever ridden around with a $4,000 camera, but it's intimidating. So, yeah. I actually got the gimbal right here. Oh, you can't see it. Really? It's a green screen, not a black screen. I'm still learning how all these things work, sorry. All I know is that red shows up pretty well, so we're doing what we can. In other news, I busted out the Emove Cruiser V2 yesterday night. I couldn't contain myself. I'm filming a ride video today. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm waiting for the scooter to charge. The Emove Cruiser V2. I think it's at like 90%, so I'll be leaving soon to go film a ride video with that scooter. But I did go out for a ride with it last night, and it's got a great battery. The suspension is pretty comfy. I think it's right in the price niche that it needs to be in. It's going to be really fun for newer riders. But I did have a little, when I moved my stem back and forth, and it wasn't there when I first got it. It kind of developed slowly after 4 or 5 miles. But my ride last night was for 7 miles, and by the time I got home, it was like, oh yeah, I can definitely hear that. So I'm hoping it's just a screw that needs to be tightened up. And also I noticed that when I was going around 25, 27 miles per hour, which is top speed with me on it on flat ground, you can switch on the display of the Emove Cruiser V2 to show you how many watts that you're using. And it said I was using like 1,450 watts up to 1,500. And if that's the case, I mean, I'm no rocket scientist. Let's figure out how many watt hours that scooter has. We've got 1,700 watt hours in the scooter, going 27 miles per hour. We're using 1,500 watts, so we're going to be able to go a little over 1 hour at that discharge rate. So if you're going 27 miles per hour, we're going to get like 30 miles of range, which is pretty freaking good. That means that my 15, 20 mile per hour cruising speed I'll be doing in the range test, I'm guessing it's going to be 50 miles of range again. Wild. Didn't expect that. Brian says, I'm torn between getting a super scooter or an EUC. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. They're both really fun. EUC is definitely more portable. And they get better range. They use less watt hours per mile at any given speed. You're reminding me right now. I actually just sold my Sherman S this morning. I sold it to one of the riders, local riders in our group, but I rode the piss out of that wheel. Like I think I had somewhere between, I don't know how many miles on it. Honestly, it was a ton of miles. But I rode that scooter or that unicycle up to Snoqualmie Pass and back multiple times. I did a couple of 2-day long rides. I rode it from my house to the Seattle Saturday night ride and back every weekend. That thing was my baby, and I sold it this morning because they came out with the Sherman L, which is has a 20% larger battery, more powerful motor. It's like 156 volts, and I had to put a pre-order down on that thing. They're going to be, I think it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks out, so I have a while with no unicycle. Well, I have the InMotion V14, but I have a while with no cruising unicycle. The Sherman, you can just sit on, pop a squat, do whatever you're going to do, listen to your music, hang out. The V14 is like, you got to be engaged with that wheel, so that doesn't go with me on long rides. But Brian says, you sold the Sherman? No. Cool, yes, Sherman L is what I'm looking at. Not gonna lie, it's a solid wheel. It does cost $5,000 though. I was flabbergasted when I saw the retail price. Jesus. That's no joke. That's like you could buy a used car for that much. Turpy says, I can't be an EUC guy. I can't be trusted with that kind of freedom of movement. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's really, really hard to just walk your wheel around with the trolley handle inside Home Depot or like the mall. You know, I know I could hop on and wheel around, but you can't be that guy. Plus, yeah, road laws become a lot more optional feeling when you're on a unicycle. Plus, they can cut out. A scooter can cut out and you just roll to a stop and then cry yourself to sleep. But on a unicycle, if it cuts out, you go face first into the pavement and cry yourself to sleep. It's not fun. I cut out on my Gotway MSP when I first got it, and I cut out on my Sherman Max when I first got it, and oof, there's nothing worse than that split second you have after the wheel cuts out, but before you touch the ground, where you're just thinking, what did I do? And then you fall. Like, I remember I have a vivid memory riding my Sherman Max, pushing it. I think I had my GoPro in my backpack. I was about to start filming, and I just pushed it really way too hard. It had a full charge too, but the wheel cut out, and I was sliding across the ground and watching the asphalt slide across the visor of my full face helmet. And I don't know if you can see this or not. You see how my knuckles are scarred? They have like bumps on them and stuff. That's scar tissue from when I fell on that ride. I had wrist guards on, but they were wrist guards that ended right here. And when I crashed, I fell with my hand like this, and I was sliding across the ground, and it literally just shaved off all my knuckles and like down to the tendons. That was a really bad crash. Anyway, I just wanted this live stream was all about me apologizing to you for promoting a brand that was about to go out of business. I feel really bad because I know I got like 10 affiliate sales from that, and those people are supportless now for their scooters. Hopefully, they've had them for like almost a year and the support would have been out anyways, but that really stinks. Sorry about that. And also, I wanted to convey the news to you that Arvala is out of business somehow. I can't even believe it still. Chirpy says, At least it would be quicker cry before you fall asleep. Legacy says, that sounds mortifyingly painful. Yeah, it was real bad. Not gonna lie. I went to the doctor a few weeks later once they started to get like totally all infected. Because as you can imagine, I tried my best to, I put like ointment on them every day and I had my hand wrapped up, and it got to the point where I could not fight the infection anymore. My whole hand was getting all red and puffy, and I went to the doctor and he looked at me and was like, why did you not go to the ER when this, right when this happened? They would have given you so many stitches. And I said, oh, I didn't know it was stitchable, because it just looked like gaping holes. Like, how do you stitch a hole? But yeah, we have a nice little souvenir on my knuckles now. I don't know how well you can see that, but that was fun. Don Champion has some epic EUC crashes. Roger EUC recorded them too, went viral. Sure, I saw that actually. Like, he's wobbling up to a chain link fence, and then Don just, he pans the camera and Don's just sliding across the ground, and Roger goes, I believe Don may have crashed. I'm not sure. It was really funny. I remember seeing that on YouTube Shorts and it had like 100 views, and I chuckled. And then I saw it a couple months later and it has like 6 million views or something crazy like that. Congrats to him for getting a viral short. That's hard to do. LegXC says, how's your Kirin G3 Pro holding up? Just fine, actually. I rode it the other day to go drop off some packages. No complaints with the G3 Pro. The G2 Master is also fun, but the, what's that single motor one called? The G2? I don't ride that one. It kind of scares me, to be honest. The hollow frame on the thing and how easy it would be to unlatch while riding, especially if it goes 40 miles per hour. It goes really fast on flats, but it just kind of wimps out on hills. If you want to accelerate on a hill, that's not a great scoot. And there's a lot of hills around where I live. Brian says, Roger has her going over a cliff too. Oh, that's just awesome. Well, how does she crash so much? I feel like I see her crashing online a lot. This is why on a unicycle you wear full gear. Logan is on YouTube, says, you're the most helpful and honest reviewer or scooters out there, man. Glad to have a source that isn't pushing whatever company will send them the next scooter. Well, how ironic. That's actually what this video is about. I pushed the Arvala because they told me that the scooter was great. I tested it and then it was great, and then the company went out of business, so my bad. But I do try to do my best. I'm fully transparent. I don't hide anything. I keep it real. Calls them as I sees them. So I know there are a lot of scooter channels out there, like a couple that got the Emove Cruiser V2 and they're like, it's a game changer, I can't believe it. And like, yeah, it's a fun scooter. And it's a good quality, good amount of scooter for the price, but it's not a game changer. Like, the game has not been changed. It's a scooter. It's a fun mid-range scooter. Anyway, I digress. JM Travels says, glad to see you're finally on Reddit. Yeah, I actually have been on Reddit for a long time under another username. I was there at Ginger on Wheels for a while, and I did what a lot of people do on Reddit, where I was just posting technical tips. Whenever I saw people with electric scooter questions, I would post the answer, and they would get downvoted all the way, and people would be like, oh, you're so wrong, you have no idea what you're talking about. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'll just leave then. But a few months ago, I saw a post that I couldn't not reply to. It was like such an obvious answer, and no one had told them the answer yet. So I made another account, posted it, and generally been lurking on there, but I occasionally will comment on people's posts and try and help out. But yeah, I'm on Reddit now. Not very active though, with the Ginger on Wheels handle anyways. Logan is on YouTube, says, nah, man, you can't know that. If it's good, you say it's good. No one can expect you to know that. Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about Arvala going out of business. Yeah, you're right. I had no way to know that. I don't think anyone knew that that was coming. That's crazy. They sent out, I know they sent out like at least 5 demos to YouTubers around the same time I got mine. Because my video took so long to make that I noticed other YouTubers coming out with videos on it, and I was like, I'm doing this for no reason. I'm not going to get any affiliate sales. Anyone interested in buying this is going to have bought one by the time my video's out. But I did end up getting a few sales, so that was nice. But we were all just pushing a scooter it's a ghost scooter. They pulled a Joe Biden and just dropped out of the race completely. Nick L says, hey man, love your reviews and transparency. I feel many people would not be doing what you're doing right now. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's very true. It's like a plague in the industry. So many people will get a scooter and they got it for free, so they feel obligated to just suckle on the teat of the company that gave it to them. But the cool thing about my channel is I have so many teats to suckle from. I don't need to pick and choose. I can tell you when one teat sucks more than the other one. I'm changing my verbiage. This is getting weird. But you know what I mean. I've got so many scooters to review from so many different companies, and I know I'm going to keep getting scooters if I call one out and tell you it's a bad scooter, like the Kirin G2. I don't like that scooter very much. I think that's the single motor one, or is that the Kirin G3? Not the Pro. I honestly forget what it's called. I hate it so much. But that was one scooter that I just didn't like. It's only $1,000, sure, but it's like one of the most wildly unsafe gadgets I've ever ridden in my life. Nick L said, so thank you. You got me into this goodness. Been loving my VSET 9 Plus for almost 2 years now. Nice. VSET 9 is a solid scooter. I remember doing my range test on that scooter vividly because it lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Brian says, did you Duff EUC Army crash into the mountain on Mount Baldy ride? No, I haven't done that yet. I missed that clip too. I know that Marty goes on the Baldy rides, right? I think that's him. He hosts group rides and stuff. Marty's my arch nemesis right now because he got the Veteran L demo from eWheels, and I was supposed to get it, and then I didn't. I heard nothing, and then all of a sudden Marty posts, thank you eWheels for giving me the Sherman L to test, and I was like, damn it. Okay, I guess Marty gets it. I'll buy one. So I've got my pre-order in with eWheels right now. They sent out an update email on the Sherman L this morning that said they just shipped the container, so it's going to be like 2 or 3 more weeks, but whatever. I would rather own one and be able to customize it and call it my own than actually like just get it for 2 weeks and then have to ship it to some other YouTuber. Nick says, do you still have your G30P? Yes, I do, actually. I don't ride it, though. What's wrong with it? Oh, yeah. It's got a 06 or E06 error code when I turn it on. I think it has something to do with mismatched voltage between the 42-volt accessory pack and then the stock battery. I don't have time to look into it at all. I'm busy with other stuff, but I do still have the scooter. Just haven't ridden it in a long time. Oh, Scoot the Harbor's here. What's up, Richie? Or maybe you want to remain anonymous. You're Quail Man. But nice to see you in the live. Brian says, I ordered 2 e-scooters over the last 2 years, then the companies both went out of business. Got my money back, though. Well, bravo. Hats off to you. That's a rare... I don't know how you got your money back. Maybe credit card dispute? That's crazy. Good job. LegXC says, I did see on Reddit that Kirin is having some internal issues. Are they now? What kind of issues are we talking about? That's news to me. Kirin and KGO are now 2 separate entities. Oh, God. They always have been. That was so confusing to me. I was talking to like KGO at first, and they sent me the, what was it? No, it was the Highboy Titan Pro, which was the same scooter as the KGO G2 Max or something like that. G2 Booster was what it was called. And then I got a message from Kirin, and they were talking to me about KGO scooters, and then they said, why don't you sign up for our affiliate portal? And I signed up for it, and they were like, no, you signed up for the Kirin one. You need to sign up for the KGO one. So I signed up for the KGO one, and they're like, oh, no, that's KGO UK. You have to sign up for the Kirin US affiliate portal. So I signed up for the Kirin one, and they said, no, 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 that's the EU one. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what, you guys? You need to consolidate or just quit messaging me, and I don't care about your affiliate sales. Honestly, this is way too much work. So I don't have any active affiliate portal with Kirin or KGO anymore. I just review their scooters because they're fun. But they're the most confusing company to deal with, and then they can't even understand me fully when I reply, and I can't understand what they're trying to say when they do reply, and it's just a big mess. Let's see. Logan says, LMBO, can we establish a new rating system? How many teats out of 5? No, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to get demonetized. This live is already probably demonetized. I went way too deep into the teat thing. But teat is not the same as TIT, so maybe not. Maybe the algo won't pick up on that. Brian says, Baldy ride, Marty, Don, Roger, Aaron. I mean, Marty does Baldy all the time, doesn't he? I know he did like 130 something miles on his Sherman L in one charge up into the mountains. That's pretty crazy. Let's see. Nick L. Has Highboy's quality gotten any better? I remember seeing a bunch of photos and such about people having stem problems with a lot of their scooters. Stem problems? I don't know. The Highboy, the Titan Pro that I had, it had one of those stems where you fold it up and then you just like put a big nut into it and it like latches the stem to the collar piece, and I can't see how that would possibly fail unless you broke through the big screw on the nut, but wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Highboy seems like one of those brands that just like found a decent scooter design, rebranded it to say Highboy on it, and then started shamelessly selling it regardless of any problems that it may or may not have had. Big Boys PEV, Ginger, I hate when I order scooters from the West Coast. It takes 7 to 10 days to receive them on the East Coast. Crazy. That is crazy. Well, I guess it's not that crazy. I think with scooters you have to use UPS ground because they can't put batteries like that big inside of an airplane for, air shipping. But 7 to 10 days is pretty crazy. I would expect like 5 to 7. I mail a lot of packages out. Actually, I'm mailing this out as soon as the live chat is over. And I use UPS ground a lot, and it usually takes like, I think 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 business days. Not quite as quick as USPS priority flat rate, but pretty darn quick. Found it. Could I post the link to the Reddit comment? Yeah, go for it. Post whatever you want in the chat. I'm not gonna moderate you. I'm not the electric scooter forum on Reddit, owned by ESG. Moderates the piss out of that subreddit. Oh, that was another reason why I stopped commenting, actually. I couldn't mention anything having to do with Ginger on Wheels or anything having to do with my personal experience because I am Ginger on Wheels, and they would just delete it. I was like, okay, why am I even posting here? Brian says they do the Mount Baldy ride every month now. Yeah, the show off range ability. The show off the range ability, it's great. The off-road trails are dangerous, in my opinion. Too many cliffs. You got to ride around here. I went up riding on Tiger Mountain the other day with my Sherman S. Whew. It's one of those trails that switches back, and it's so steep the Sherman S could barely get up it. Like it was doing that weird grunting thing. And one wrong move there, and your wheel is a tumbling down the trail. Silver says, just ordered the Wolf suspension upgrade from PEV. Thanks. Oh, you did you? Maybe yours is the one I shipped out today. I shipped out a couple, actually. I have no more stock of the Ultra Duty kits, though. It's so hard to get those 3D printed bushings out. It's a really complicated STL file, I guess. Like, even if you have a good 3D printer, it's really hard to get the bushing to print properly. So I'm working with like a few different local guys that do 3D printing, and I'm just trying to get one of them to like completely dial it in so I can get another batch of bushings, because I have a whole huge box of the springs and I need to go fishing for hardware again at the store. But the bushings, I'm short on bushings right now. I only have the heavyweight ones in stock. Silver says I ordered the last one. Yeah, that was you then. That order came in today, right? I remember that. I remember seeing the order and thinking, now they're totally out of stock. Great. What am I going to do? I'm still paying for the domain for PEVfirelight.com and PEVoutlet.com, and I don't even have stock. Chirpy says, I want to get an E-Ride Pro SS 2.0 because my Roadrunner Pro is dead still. What happened to your Roadrunner Pro? I figure adding signals will be pretty easy. I'm seeing a lot of unhappy customers on Reddit. You're seeing unhappy customers for the Roadrunner or the E-Ride Pro SS? That's news to me. I haven't seen any yet. And I saw that Voro Motors actually came out with a new controller. Voro is going to be selling them. I forget the name of it, but it's like the E something 7000, but it will bump your E-Ride Pro SS top speed up to 70 miles per hour for those who are stupid enough to do that. But I haven't heard about any issues with the E-Ride Pro SS. If there are any, that's total news to me. Alexander, welcome to the chat. What is the Buddhist e-scooter budget 23K? Why you gotta do this to me? The Buddhist, let's see. The Buddhist one, I don't want to say VSET 10 Plus anymore because that's just so old. There's got to be better ones. I feel like the Kirin G3 Pro is a great scooter. Like that's, I think, 1,400 or 1,500 bucks. But you said 2 to 3K. Let me think. What do you guys think in the chat? Maybe Teveron, which is actually a clone of the scooter that's playing in the background right here. EBMX 9000. Yeah, Chirpy, that's the name of the controller. You got it. RevRide sells it too. Yeah, they've been selling it for a while. Chirpy says some batteries have been DOA. I'm guessing on the E-Ride Pro SS. That sucks. But that's not a big issue. Like, if you can prove your battery's DOA, you get a new one. So you just have to wait, which does suck when you buy something in the summer and you're like, I'm going to ride all summer. And then you have to wait a month for a battery. JM Travels says, Voro Motors gets a lot of hate. Don't know why. I've had nothing but good experiences with them. I honestly think it's a matter of them having so many customers that the only ones you really hear from online are the haters. Because I too have had nothing but great experiences from them. They're really slow sometimes, and I have to call and be like, yo, I sent you 5 emails. What's up? And then they're like, oh, sorry, we've been slammed. But they always come to a resolution. I always end up getting things fixed that I need fixed. And I've even emailed them a couple times through my personal email on accident, and they didn't even know it was Ginger on Wheels emailing, and they still were quick to reply. So, Voro Motors, they sell an unfathomable amount of scooters. Like I'm pretty sure I've sold $750,000 worth of scooters for them with just my code. And I'm one small affiliate on their rung of affiliates. They go out like Saronster and Electric Scooter Guide and Yogi Steve and Freshly Charged. And I can't even imagine how many scooters they sell. It's probably upwards of 10 mil per year. It's nuts. So it doesn't surprise me that you see a lot of hate for them online, because for every 100 happy customers, there's going to be one that, you know, didn't get what they wanted or was rude in email and got a slow replies or something. And those are the ones that go brigading around the internet telling everyone that Voro sucks. But Voro's a great company. I've had nothing but good experiences with them. You just have to wait longer than others sometimes. If you're going to talk Arvala, why not say if someone should buy it? The company is done, but there are some scooter out there. I would say don't buy it, because if you do buy it from a reseller right now, how are they going to get parts? Like, they're the ones who have to honor the warranty. Like, if you buy it from some third-party scooter shop in New York or something, they're sitting on a stock of Arvalas. They'll sell you one, for sure. But then when your motor breaks or if your controller blows, like, how are they going to find exact stock replacements for it if they can't contact the manufacturer and get them for you? So that's what this whole stream is about, in case you're coming in late. House of Banalord. I was telling people that Arvala is gone. They are no more. They're totally out of business. And I feel bad for making this cinematic masterpiece of a video that you see behind me. Scoot the Harbor, why aren't you eating some crazy pepper on your live stream? Well, I ran out. That's why. I ate all this crazy. Actually, wait 1 second. Just a minute. I'm pretty sure you can still hear me. You might not be able to see me right now. Give me just a minute. Do I still have one? Oh, I do. Would you look at that? This will be an interesting live stream. I think you'll be able to see this on the green screen. I'm back. Yes, I'm back again. What do we have here? The Bootjalokia Ghost Peppers. These are not as spicy as I believe they should be, but they still pack a punch. For those of you who don't know, on my Instagram and on my other YouTube channel, P&G Associates, I have been downing spicy peppers just as like a side hobby to see, working my way up the spicy ladder, building my capsaicin tolerance, and I don't know why. It's got some heat. Whew. Scoville on the, it's like not even spicy anymore. You know, it just reaches a point where the spice just becomes like your head gets hot and your ears start ringing. It's not even spicy, and like if you eat a habanero, it just kind of stings. When you eat these, your body has like a reaction. Your heart rate increases, you start sweating, your nose starts running, can't breathe very easily, ears ringing. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, what's that, like 350 Scoville? No, those are Blue Jalokia. I think they're 1 million. I've been eating, we started with the habanero. We went to the Jamaican Scotch bonnet. I got some Fatali, yellow Fatali ones that I ate. I just ate the whole package of those. And I bought those the other day. Building up my tolerance, though. Have you ever seen a steering damper from the Makuta 10 Plus, says Felix. Felix, welcome to the chat. Oh, dear. No, I haven't seen a steering damper for the Makuta. Do you need one? I never got the wobbles on mine. I'm starting to think I should make a video on how I stand on scooters. I don't know that it's special or unique in any way, or if I'm doing something different than a lot of people, but there are a lot of scooters where people say, I need a steering damper for my insert scooter here. And I'm thinking to myself, I remember riding that scooter at full speed with one hand. Like, what am I doing differently that made it so I didn't get wobbles? And they do. Oh, excuse me. This is really spicy. Yeah, anyway, I haven't seen a steering damper for the Makuta. I'm sure there are. I'm sure they're out there. I know there are more or less universal steering dampers that are on AliExpress that you can buy. You just got to drill holes into your frame in some spots if you're okay with that. I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings for 3 years, dipped fries in the Carolina Reaper sauce till I could chug it. That's the goal, man. Is it just me, or are fresh peppers way hotter than sauces? I bought a bunch of sauces thinking they were going to be like crazy spicy, but you can like divide the fresh pepper Scoville by 5, and that's about how spicy the sauce is. Because I tried Da Bomb sauce. Comes in a little tube. It's got like some really spicy scorpion peppers and ghost peppers in it, and reapers and stuff. And it wasn't that spicy. And I bought the last dab, not the Pepper X one, but the one they were doing before that, the Reaper one. Wasn't that spicy. It was pretty spicy, don't get me wrong, but not like eating a fresh Carolina Reaper would probably be way spicier. These Bootjalokias, though, these are also very spicy. Can someone look up the Scovilles on these? Because this is that's a pepper. It's a spicy pepper right there. Turpy says, nothing like compromising frame integrity for steering stability. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, drilling holes in your scooter so that you might not get speed wobbles seems like counterintuitive to me, but you do you, I guess. Felix says it's incredibly stable. I'm just curious. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll get a Nami Blast either ways on Christmas. Nice! Congrats. I don't know if you're buying it for yourself or if you have like the best parents ever, or girlfriend, wife, who knows, husband. But getting a free Nami Blast, that sounds like a blast. JM Travel says Pucker Butt brand is good. I think I've heard of them. Pucker Butt Pepper Co. or something like that. Turpy says fresh peppers will usually be hotter, but it's the capsaicin oil that has most of the heat. Oh, definitely. Like that's, if you cut open a Carolina Reaper and you just like slice it diagonally down the middle and look at it, there's usually oil in there. And that oil is, that's the good stuff. I watched a guy on YouTube. He ate pure capsaicin crystals. It's 15 million Scovilles. And apparently they make peanuts that are seasoned with that salt or crystals, and you can eat them. It's called the tube death tube challenge or something. But you eat a tube of those peanuts that are covered in capsaicin crystals. That's freaking crazy. That's the challenge. Electric G says, wow. I don't know if you're talking about the capsaicin crystals or you're just saying, wow, I'm live, but welcome to the chat. I don't even know how many people we have watching. Can I see that somewhere on the, let's see here. If I can drag this away. 20 concurrent viewers. We got 193 views so far. Make sure to like the chat if you're here and you're watching and you like live YouTube stuff, because that's what we're doing. You need to change the current video resolution. The current resolution is 3840 by 2160, which is not supported for this configuration. What does that even mean? I'm going to click a button that says open widget. It does appear there is a delay. I don't know. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just gonna, as long as there's people that still chat in the chat, then I'll know I'm here. 22, don't rub your face after. What is 22? 22 what? It fixed itself. The resolution was really bad. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Maybe it had something with me to do dragging the, I don't know. I dragged the thingy over to the other screen. Maybe it broke it. Sorry. 22 viewers. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, 22 concurrent viewers right now. Like the chat if you're here and you're watching the live stream. Like the video because likes help it go up in the world. And that's the whole goal. I think I have some PEV outlet orders I need to ship. Let's check. Do we get any orders while we're on the stream? If you guys need any scooter parts or accessories, go check out pevoutlet.com. I ship out all this stuff myself. Ah, okay. There's the guy who ordered the last Ultra Duty suspension kit. I can get that label printed right now, actually. Where did he go? His name was Silver something in the chat. And I didn't know that was like... Yeah, okay. PEV outlet, we're going to be shipping the ultra weight suspension kit. Let's get some rates. Monsieur, who ordered the ultra weight duty kit, you should be getting your tracking number in your email in the next couple minutes. You should check for that. Let's see, should we mail it priority or UPS ground? Looks like UPS ground is slightly slower. We're gonna do USPS priority mail for the extra $4. It'll get to you by Monday. Bing, bang, boom. You got your tracking number, sir. Congratulations. Now I only have 2 orders to bring to the post office. I already went to the post office once today. Gotta go again. Day in the life. I think I'm going to ride my Emove Cruiser version 2. It should be almost done being charged up. I'm going to ride that to the post office and drop off some orders, film a video. That'll be fun, right? Got the GoPro all charged up. GoPro hanging out over here somewhere. Let's check the charge on the old GoPro battery. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, well, that's good enough. 87%. That'll do, donkey. All right. Anyone want to say anything or ask any other questions before I log off? This was just kind of a video telling you not to buy Arvala anymore. I made a great video for it. I wanted to show it off one last time before it goes into hibernation. I think I'm going to make it unlisted so people don't accidentally watch it and then buy the scooter. Because you can't get parts anymore, sirs and missuses. Can't go wrong with PEV outlet. Shipping is fast and prices are excellent. I'm in New York, had my order in less than a week. Awesome. I love to hear it. I do my best. I do always pay the extra few dollars to get the packages there faster. If it's an option between UPS Ground for like 15 bucks and UPS 3-day air or 2-day air select for, you know, 19 bucks, I'll always pay the extra money to make sure people get their stuff faster, because I hate waiting a long time for parts, and I know you guys do too, so I'm not going to do that to you. Unbox the World says, I just received my Cabo Mantis King GT. You know what app used to change lights? Do they have an app? I didn't know Cabo had an app. That would be news to me if they did. I imagine it's probably some series of buttons on the scooter. Like you hold the plus button for a certain amount of time and it'll change between patterns or something. If Cabo has an app, I'll be A, surprised, and B, that would be total news to me. I don't know what to tell you. Can't wait to see the dual motor version of the V2. I can wait to see the dual motor version of the V2 because then it's not going to be that great. It'll have hill climbing power, and it's not going to stay $1,500 if they have dual motors. It's going to be in the $1,700 range. It's going to be in full-blown V-set territory at that point. But the selling point to me of the Emove Cruiser is the range, because as it stands right now, it's a template for, just seems like a mishmash of parts that already exist on other scooters and gadgets. But the main selling point is the fact that it's cheap and has a massive battery. I did 8 miles on it last night and I got home with 80% battery. So I don't know how linear the Emove Cruiser V2 discharges, but if that's saying anything, I mean, what is that? We used 20% battery in 8 miles. So that means like 40 miles of range at full sending. That would be very impressive. JM Travels says, LED Hue is the name of the app to control lights. It's an app just to control the lights. That can't be made by Cabo, is it? It's got to be just the LED controller that they used is compatible with that app. I don't think it's their app. It's just there for the deck lights. I've seen ESG use it, I think. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Join us in San Francisco for the Halloween ride this year. No. No. I've done that before. I went down for, what was it? I want to say West Wheel. I think it was West Wheel 4 or 5 maybe, a few years ago. And I did a ride with Bay Skate. That was fun. Don't get me wrong. Great ride. Got to see the Golden Gate Bridge all up close, and we had a nice charging and snack time at some restaurant. But it's a lot of work to pack up and buy flights and get hotels and take the BART downtown and meet up with everybody and then hope I have something to ride and be sociable all day and then fly all the way back. It's just not worth it. Sorry. If I go down to visit my grandma, she lives in Danville. If I go down there to visit her anytime soon, I'll hop on the BART maybe, fly over the, what is it? It's some sort of water, the bay, I guess, and hang out with you guys. But anyway, not going to be down for Halloween this year. My bad. JM Travels says, exactly, it's a third-party app just for lights. Correct, Ginger. Okay. And Felix says, understandable. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding. Also, it's really hard for me to just leave now. I sort of built a prison for myself. I don't know if you guys want to see this jail that I built for myself here. Let's see what we can do about this. Filters, we'll turn the chroma key off. Okay, step 1 complete. Step 2, can I like fit to screen or something like that? Transform, fit to screen? Nah. Close, but no cigar. I don't know how to... Oh, we're selecting the wrong thing. We need to turn off the video. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry, guys. This is not... and then and then no. Okay, well, you know what? Forget about it. This is as good as it's gonna get. Look at this little prison I built for myself. This is why I can't go on vacations or trips very easily. See this little wall of terror over here? This is all the stock for PEVOutlet.com. We got suspension kits, tire thingies, a whole rack of PEV firelights down here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, it's turning green. I won't do it anymore. Just trust me, there's a whole lot of inventory over here, and this is my life now. I fulfill orders from PEVOutlet.com. I don't go on vacations anymore. Anyway, I guess no one's got any other pressing questions. I'm gonna log off because I gotta go ride my Emove Cruiser version 2, film a video of it, and ride to the post office to drop off some stuff. Oh, Off My Meds said, just shattered my left leg on the InMotion RS Lite on the bike trail last week in the middle of the night. Raccoon ran out in front of me. Bro, brutal. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Should have hit the raccoon, man. We have bunnies all over the trail by my house. And they'll do this little back and forth thing and then run out right in front of you, and we call them suicide bunnies. And I've probably nailed like 3 or 4 of those things. At first, when I first started riding scooters, I was like, oh no, a bunny, and I would swerve out of the way or try and stop. But now it's to the point where I'm like a freight train. If you're getting in front of me, I'm gonna hit you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna risk crashing for a bunny. John Ballard says, Saturday night ride still happening? Yes, sir. Every Saturday, 7 p.m., Gasworks Park. I'll be there. Will I be there, though? I sold the Sherman. Yeah, I'll probably ride the V14 this week, actually. Winter Infinite says, drink water. It's hot as bee outside. Yes, it is. It's actually really hot right here. I was debating turning on the fan or not, but I am sweating. I don't know if you can see. I'm sweating in my own house, and there's nothing more miserable than doing that on a weekday. Deer are a problem in Florida here. Yeah, don't hit a deer. I don't recommend that. Good way to total your scooter. You don't want to total your scooter, do you? How do we make this bigger? Why is this is like stuck at this size now for life? Oh, snap, I did it. Look at that, I'm smart after all. I don't know if you guys want to pack some orders with me, maybe? That could be fun. Would that be fun? I don't know, probably not, but that's what I gotta do. Allen wrench kit and a brake bleed kit and some brake oil going to somebody. I saw they ordered this morning. 2 guys got tires. So we got the street tires and we need some hybrid tires. Where did I put those? Oh, they're over here. I got 10-inch scooter tires, and I got lots of them coming in the mail. I got like another 50 tires coming, and I don't have space for them, so order some, please, if you have a 10-inch scooter. You're always going to need tires, right? Might as well pick some up. All right, JM Travel says, we'll tune in next time, Ginger. Take it easy, ride safe, man. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching the live. Don't buy the Arvala scooter. They're out of business now. That's the point I'm trying to get across with this live, but I'm going to go. I'm going to pack up some orders now and film the video on the Emove Cruiser V2, so stay tuned. Thank you everyone for stopping into the chat, by the way. And JCG, I did see your comment in the chat just now. Welcome, but also goodbye, because I gotta leave. I need an Allen wrench kit, actually. Is yours good? Is mine good? Yeah, I don't buy stuff and stock stuff on PEVOutlet.com unless it's good. Like, whenever I buy stuff, I usually buy, like, I think to myself, you know what would be good on the site? some Allen wrenches. And so I go and I buy like 10 different kits, and then I choose the best one, and then I buy like 100 of those. So these ones that I landed on, I love these. They're long, they're colored, so you can memorize the color of your screw instead of the size. And I love the fact that the end of the wrench has this ball shape on it. So you don't have to put the wrench in like perfectly straight and turn the screw. You can have it cockeyed and it's not going to strip your screws out. But I actually use these myself now. And I just got these new tire pumps in. These things are sweet. They're on Amazon, but mine are $20 cheaper because I don't have to pay Amazon egregious fees to use this thing. But I include the little quick release valve too with my tire pump. So you can just go and pop it on your scooter. These are really nice. I sell a lot of these. I got 30 more coming in the mail this week at some point. I got Zoom brake pads. I've got chargers. I've got 60 volt and 72 volt 9 to 10 amp chargers. Tons of tires. My number one bestseller is the PEV Firelight, which I designed myself. Bing, bang, boom. And I use them myself. I have a few of them around here. But these lights are the bomb if you've never used one or seen one in person. They're the best PEV scooter light you can get. They sell these on other places, but they only have 3,800 milliamp hours of battery. But I paid a boatload and had them put some really nice Li-Shen cells in here. So these have 10,000 milliamp hours of battery, up to 2,000 lumens. They'll run for like 5 hours on medium mode or 2 hours at full mode. We got fingerprint bike locks. We got regular bike locks. Yeah, go to pevoutlet.com, buy some stuff. Maybe I'll get a couple more orders in and I can ship them to the post office today on my Cruiser V2 if my backpack doesn't run out of space. Deacon says, I wish you could ship to Canada, and trust me, I wish I could too. I would get a lot more sales because I get people asking like every day, hey, do you ship to Canada? And I have to say, no, I don't have a tax nexus in Canada, and I don't have the mental fortitude to set up one and then pay taxes in every single zip code in Canada every quarter. It's already hard enough to do that in the US. I got to pay my taxes quarterly, and I have to charge taxes in Washington and then report to the Washington State Department of Revenue, who already hates me because I'm late like every time I need to report. Anyway, is it Brian? I thought it was Ryan. No, my name's Ryan with an R. I don't know if you're talking to me. Sorry, I missed a bunch of the chat. Scoot the Harbor, thanks for the live stream, bro. Yep, see you. See you guys. I want to say goodbye, but then I keep reading the chat. This is like, I don't know. Should I end it? Aren't yours like Wera equivalents? I don't know what a Wera is. Any for the 6.5 inch rims? Let's pack. I'm in and out of chat because I'm at work. I think you're talking about tires for 6.5 inch rims, maybe? I don't have those. I only have 10 inch tires. Oh, Turpy says I'm down to pack orders with you. That sounds fun. I also have a bunch of tubes too. If you guys need inner tubes, I sell tubes and I sell brake pads for cheaper, way cheaper than anybody else. Where did I put my Zoom brake pads? Yeah. These pads, for whatever reason, the scooter retailers, they charge like $20 for a set of these pads, but I charge like $5.99. Zoom brake pads, and also the Hota 10-inch inner tubes. I sell them in a 2-pack for like, I think 10 bucks or something. And they cost $30 on scooter websites. It's freaking crazy. That was kind of what inspired me to start this store. I saw the insane markup that some people are making on all these little scooter gizmos and gadgets. And I thought to myself, I could do that. I don't need to charge that much. Like, they have employees, they pay for marketing, they pay for, I don't know what other overhead they might have, but they're making a ton of money on scooter parts. So I said, I'll do that and I'll charge half the price and I'll probably still make a profit. And I do. Barely, but I do. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the leaf blower guy right outside my front door. Oh, I mean my Arvala tires. Stock are 90, 65, 6.5. 6.5 being the rim size. Let me check the tires I have. I think these are the same size. Oh, these are 80, 65, 6.5. Yeah, these aren't gonna work. I don't think so. I think the Arvala tires are slightly wider. I might be wrong. It might be the 3.5 inch on the Arvala. Those are 3 inch. Chirpy says, okay, those are super narrow. Yeah, they're for like the V-set, I think. Mostly V-set size scooters. And also the, Kirin G3 Pro. I think that's the same tires, and the G2 Master. All right, it's getting really hot in here. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pack these orders. As fun as it is to have a live stream and talk with you guys, I'm gonna go because it's just slowing me down. I got, 3 hours till UPS closes, and I gotta ship off all these orders and stuff, so. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna do more live streams more frequently because it's fun to hang out with you guys when I got nothing to do in the middle of the day, but unfortunately we got stuff to do now, so. Hasta la vista. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to spread the word on the internet of the Ginger on Wheels channel. Buy some stuff from PEV Outlet if you need like a brake bleed kit or something. It's always good, always fun shipping out orders. But I'll see you guys next time. John Ballard, thanks for the live stream. You're welcome. Chirpy Panda, see you next time. Hasta luego. Hasta la vista.